Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, whatever it is where you are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, today I was feeling neutral tones. And if you like this outfit, it's very loungy. It is a two-piece pant set, lounge set, and a little shawl. I have my little cute hair clips and my earrings and my little sunglasses, and my little gold accessories. And then I have the red nails for Christmas. I'm in the holiday mood. And if you are inspired by this outfit, the link to my Amazon luxury shop the look and luxury products, like the glasses are on there, but they're in black. I got them in nude and black. You can get them in a set. And I've got the little lounge outfit on there, shawl, and some little hair clips and some little CC earrings if y'all want to get into it. There is the link. Y'all are loving this look for the holidays. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So, glasses are good for early mornings when you don't have on all of your makeup. That's why I love me some big shades. But I had time to do my makeup, so I wore my black ones earlier when I went on my walk, and I like to wear those more with nude outfits. But today, we're going to be talking about how men can't break goddesses. I did a little questionnaire. Well, actually, I asked what subject should we cover today, and one of you guys answered on the comments on the community section that I should cover the subject of men breaking women spiritually, emotionally, or demanding them to submit and da 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 in order to live a life of luxury or get their bills paid or whatever. Da, da, da. And I didn't understand the question. I was at first. I'm like, "What you mean breaking a woman?" And they had to explain it to me because I had no idea. Hey, all the members in the house, sprinkle sprinkle, J9 and Johnny, how are you? Since serenely ascending, sprinkle sprinkle. And I'm like, what is breaking a woman? And I was very confused. But when they explained it to me, I was like, oh, okay. You mean, okay, so because I'm a goddess, so I don't know. You got to be in that goddess mentality, in that goddess mindset. You got to be that main character energy because you can't be broken if you are living in that way. Okay. And a lot of women aren't living in their goddesshood. And so they are easily manipulated and broken by a lot of these men out here, especially sometimes spiritually, emotionally, with religion and all this kind of crap. I can't do it because I don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I would be confused and looking around to see who they're trying to talk to because I know it's not me. So I suggest ladies start acting the same way because if they want to pay for submission, they got people out there that will allow them. Y'all need to get my book, okay? Leveling up to your best life. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the right link. But definitely, y'all need to make sure that you understand only a weak woman can be broken. Okay, in the words of Lil Wayne, you cannot break down what can't be broken. All right, so don't allow people to break you. Y'all get this book, it will teach you how to live your best life ever and do what you want, literally. Um, Whitney, sprinkle, sprinkle. So let's go over why some women can be broken because they want a man so bad. You can't want a man so bad that you acting stupid and dumb and forget who you are. That's number one. You can't want a man bad enough to allow him to manipulate and take away your free will and thought and make you into some type of lapdog. All right. You can't do that. You can't want them that bad. If you want somebody, do that for yourself. Want some money that bad. Go get you a business. Okay. You can't break down what can't be broken. Think as if you are better than him, no matter what. Always, all the time. He ain't better than you, period. You are the prize. Okay? Forever and always, no matter what. Welcome, La Peaches, and welcome, Whitney, new members. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you walk around in that energy, no one can break you. I'm the best. You are lucky to be in my presence. This is the energy that women need to have these days. A man got mad at you for not texting back, and I told him I have standards, and he said standards isn't love, it's conditional love. I said, okay, you're dismissed. Tell him that's what wedding vows is too, standards and conditional love. Sprinkle, Taisha, you did right. Men always try to break your standards, but then when you get married or committed to them, you got to have the highest standards. You can't wear no makeup. You can't look at nobody. You can't go nowhere. You can't do this. You can't. Then they want to give you some standards after you done committed to them. Oh no, I don't have no standards. Let another man get in my inbox and see how many standards I got. Okay? Because if you don't have standards with him, you ain't gonna have standards with the next man in your inbox. Right? So what do they expect you to be? What they're really doing is telling you that, oh, you can lower your standards just for me. But if it's some other guy, you can't. Otherwise, then we're going to call you names and things like that. If you're going to lower your standards, lower them from everybody, not just one person. If you can't meet her, I'm sorry. Figure out how you can, and I'll see you later. I'm not going to block you. You come back when you can meet them standards. I'll let you get some time to get yourself together. You might be his inspo, girl, like a true goddess and a muse should be. Okay. Remember, we are the inspo. We are the muses. We are the goddesses. We inspire the men to go out and get the money and bring it to us. If they want it for free, then tell them they barking up the wrong tree, baby. Okay. Keep your standards up. Don't worry about men trying to break you. They just really they pockets broke, so they got to break something else so they can afford you because they broke. Okay. So if a man is trying to make you submit spiritually or use the Bible or some type of spiritual guru stuff, be like, you know what? You can put that on a card. You can put that in a book and sell it, but it ain't gonna work over here, sir. I noticed, and these bills is real. And if you whatever you selling can't pay them, then I have nothing to do with you. Okay? Because goddesses can't be broken. Women might be broke, but a goddess will never be broken because she sets the tone, and you have to remember that. Walk in your goddesshood. Walk in your main character energy. Keep your standards high. It will eliminate any man who can't meet them. And you don't want them wasting your time anyway. It's like, don't even bother with it. Don't be mad if you can't, reach the standards of a goddess. Don't be mad because you can't control a woman. A woman can only be controlled by her own ability to not want to upset you because she likes you to be around. Okay? Otherwise, she's going to react exactly how she needs to react depending on what you present to her. The only time a woman will shut up, not talk back, is when you are correct and when you paying all the bills and when she ain't got no complaints. So if you want a submissive woman, make sure she ain't got no complaints, ain't got no bills to be paid, and don't have to correct you or worry about whatever you're doing, and allows you, to say stuff because you are correct, and she ain't got to double check whatever you're doing. Okay. If you want submission, then make sure you are fitting the checklist, sir, men, whoever. If not, it's not gonna ever work for you unless, you're trying to act like you're some type of alpha male. Then you need to hire an actress to act like she's a submissive woman, because that's all women ever gonna do if she never really truly submits to you. It's just act. You want to pay an actress, then pay an actress, but she don't really mean it. And she probably dating other dudes behind your back. And she probably just doing what you need her to do to get that money. And then she's right out and gone to the next. Okay. But real goddesses, they don't have to act. They will dismiss you and you will still love it. All right. Only broke men want women to submit to them. Remember that. If they have that mentality, they broke. Because if you can't get a woman to naturally submit to you, you stupid and you're broke. And you're not able to fulfill what a woman requires. So you're not man enough. You're not man enough for anybody to submit to you. So if you want to pay somebody to act like they submit to you and give the facade of it, great, wonderful. But remember, she don't respect that, literally. That's just an act. Y'all, a lot of men will use, like I said, religion and point stuff out and say, oh, well, a man's supposed to lead. Well, I'm going to lead with your wallet, sir. A woman is supposed to be your helpmeet. Well, then hire you a woman maid, baby. She can help you right there, okay? So you have to start thinking, like, always be able to outsmart whoever you're dealing with if it's a constant battle. If you're going to play dumb, then ask questions instead of making statements. So, for example, we could rephrase that. A woman is supposed to be a man's helpmeet. Well, I got a maid you can meet, and she's a woman. See, it's less rude, because I love being rude. I don't care. But if you want to be nice, ask a dumb question, act like you don't know the answer, but still make your statement at the same time. Well, I know that there's maids that are women, and they can help you. You know what I'm saying? Or, a woman's supposed to submit and da-da-da-da-da. Oh, and support her man and do-da-da-da-da. Okay, well, I guess, I can role play. Act like you think he's talking about S&M or whatnot. Okay? And then, like, if they try to make you like, oh, okay, I don't want you wearing this anymore. I don't want you wearing makeup. I don't want you wearing that anymore. Then saying something like, okay, well, what are you going to give up? If I'm giving that up, which I'm all in and willing to do, can I pick what you give up? Act like it's a game. Be like, okay, what do you mean? I'm not going to give up nothing. Then why should I? Smile, play dumb, ask questions. Okay, so you want me to give up makeup and hair, but you're not giving up anything? That's strange. I have an idea. Someone said no sports. How about you give up watching sports on TV as long as I give up wearing makeup in my hair? Sound like a deal? Take something you really like. How about you don't get your hair cut and just let it grow wild? Or whatever. Or you grow this, or you stop dyeing your hair and go gray. Because a lot of these dudes be trying to dye their hair, girl. Or you stop getting your man weave, because a lot of these dudes be getting on man weaves now. Ask them to give up something as well. And then when they talk about spirituality, it's like, well, they say an eye for an eye. So it's only fair. Men top weaves. And then, if they say, well, this is why I can't date a woman, because y'all won't submit. Well, I don't see a reason to, I don't see how wearing makeup and doing my hair is harmful to you or disrespectful to you in any way. If you can explain it, then maybe I would understand. Well, a woman is supposed to be this and they're supposed to be that. Well, I'm not every woman, and I'm not your typical woman. I am special, so I can do more. So you keep reminding them that you're not every other woman, baby. And if he wants them type of women, they are probably lined up to date him, but that's not you. And if you don't love me for me, then you don't love me, period. So a man can't break a goddess. They can only break a weak-willed, weak-minded woman. And if that's what you are, and if you have been broken before by some type of, you know, insecure man, then remember, it's not your fault. You didn't know any better because now that you found this channel, you can do better. Okay. Old time McRae, Sprinkle, Sprinkle, girl. Thank you for the donation. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men, if you want women to submit, show up with a stack of cash. Show up with a stack of cash. Okay. If you want to see women submit quick, go watch a movie where somebody is walking into the strip club with a stack of cash. You watch all them women run up to you, like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" Okay, that's how you get a woman to submit. You get some money, okay? Then she can hear what you're saying, and she still may not even consider it. She's just gonna listen. The money is just gonna get her ears to open, but she can still say yay or nay after you done paid. So, women don't allow, you know, yourselves to be targets by looking insecure and being desperate to have some type of man. That's the worst look you can ever have. If you look desperate and happy just to have a man, then you are targets for people that like to manipulate and treat you however they choose to. Oh, sumptuous goddess, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. You went on 6-day vacay, got money. He wanted cookie. I said, want 10K. He hasn't called in 2 days. He lost. Okay, you got a free vacay and didn't have to give it up. Good job, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. You thought he was gonna get flum. No, that means bills paid, baby. Bills paid, car notes, down payments. Because according to the men these days, it's easy to get sex from women, so he don't need it from you. And this is another reason why men always come and start, typing in the comments talking about how besides sex, what do you bring to the table? Nothing. We don't even bring sex to the table. Since y'all think it's so easy to get, we're gonna take your money and you can go find it somewhere else, sir. Since it's so easy to get, it's just obvious that you're gonna get it. You might as well go run that line on someone else, pay my bills, and go get it from her. Since it's so easy, you know, get it, baby. So, you said, Beyonce, you can't break my soul. Well, exactly. Men have tried for years to control women, and it had never worked. Maybe for a little while when they was killing them and calling them witches and whatnot. But after that, no, you can't control no woman. She's gonna do what she wants, period. And I've been waiting for this day for so long. I had did videos years ago about how a lot of women are still oppressed in other countries and how they're waking up now and they and tell all women, know their value and can do whatever they want. I ain't gonna be happy about it. And so a lot of women are definitely doing that now all around the globe, and we're happy. Um, but yeah, you can't use religion and mental games to control a goddess. Only a weak-willed woman who doesn't know her value. And channels like mine teach you your value, teach you you're the prize, teach you that you're the goddess, teach you that you create this, teach you that they're there to please you and impress you, not the other way around. If you're that desperate, you need to level up. Okay. And this is what women keep skipping, the level up. If you go in there looking like who did it and why and wonder why nobody want to do nothing for you, then go look in the mirror. You can take some time and energy and effort for yourself. If you taking time and energy to wash dirty drawers and clean dishes and cook for some man who don't appreciate you, you could take all that energy and put it into yourself and let him hire a maid or do it himself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Terrence sent me some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. And a compliment. I appreciate that. um, so yes, we are the prize. We definitely have to know our worth. And if you're looking like who did it and why and expected and wondering why you're walking around desperate, take all that energy, all that desperation, and put it inside of yourself and let yourself level up and bloom into the woman that don't have to deal with that mess of being desperate and you know being so happy to have some type of man. You do the stupidest thing you could ever think of by submitting to somebody broke. Okay, so y'all need to figure it out. Whatever it is you need to do, invest all that money into yourself. Don't invest it in looking good for him. Invest it in looking good for you so that you feel good. So that when he approaches, you like, okay, impress me. Okay? Impress me. So what you're looking like is to attract a man to impress you, not to attract the man for you to impress. Okay? Y'all got it backwards. Stop getting it backwards because this is where the desperation comes in. Look your best to attract a man who is willing to impress. If they're not willing to impress, dismiss just like on Remember the Time. Throw him to the lines, okay? Only Michael Jackson could do the job right? Okay. Anyway. So goddess energy, not no little rinky-dink energy, okay? Not no little tired, desperate woman energy, not no little ratchet energy, but goddess energy, main character energy, you know. I'm never gonna submit to nothing that's broke and I have to correct. If I gotta correct you and I got more money than you, and you can't get submission naturally from anybody else but the woman that you're trying to control, I can't. Well, chances are you're gonna be the only person that in his whole entire life that will submit to him because he ain't nobody's boss. He can't get nobody to give him no respect. So he trying to get it from you and he didn't even earn it from you. You see? So it's really a manipulation game. So you need some level-minded men who know the value of a woman, who don't have to ask what you bring to the table, who can do their research and realize that women are definitely always will be was the prize and that you are there to impress and to better the life of a woman. That's it. And you being in her presence is a luxury for you. Okay. Otherwise, y'all go date each other. Period. Or ratchets or desperate women. They're all out there waiting on you. And I don't speak for all women. I speak for goddesses. Okay? I don't speak for all women. I speak for goddesses. When you get into your goddesshood, then you'll understand me. If you're not there yet, ladies. A lot of you are because y'all been on this channel for years. But a lot of women don't realize that they are goddesses. Mm-hmm. You say you're in London where rich men are supposed to be everywhere, but most are married or abusive. Girl, I don't know what to tell you. I don't live in London, baby. Okay. You said women are not goddesses. They are God in physical incarnation. However you put it, baby, we divine. You right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The High Power Podcast. Yes, yes, ma'am. I was reading a spiritual book actually, and it was saying that a long time ago, sex was considered a sacred act of divinity, not just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. When a man, well, okay, let's just keep it PG. Semen was the will the direct will of the universe when it was, put into the woman. So the man is manifesting, that's what they call it, manifesting into the universe, which is the goddess. Okay. We are the goddess. They don't make no demands. And if they do, it's up to us to grant them. It's up to us to say, okay, maybe. Let's see. Let's see if you can even sustain what you've manifested. Okay. And when women manifest, since men come from us and we are dual by nature, we can manifest as well. You see, women like men didn't have like a long time ago, like a lot of animals, they don't like uh their anatomy and their body parts aren't outside of their body. They go in and go out, they retract. And before you get your gender in the womb, you are technically female. So literally, we are the prize. We create life. We are the universe. You just put your will in. And if the universe don't respond, try again. Okay? Try again. Um, you've met many wealthy men lately, but they were married. Can I hint that they can set me up with their wealthy single girl? BB, sprinkle, sprinkle. They want to date you, BB. That's why, and I keep telling you, married men are going to be out there. They're going to be asking you for numbers. They're going to be in your inbox, and they will be spending money. Okay? And if it ain't you, it's going to be someone else. If you don't believe in any of that, it's fine. But they're probably not going to set you up with their single friends because they want you. So you're going to have to literally go find a single man on your own. Or act like you're dating him, then secretly give their single friends your number. And they can't really get mad because they're married. So you're going to have to do that on your own. Don't ask them to introduce you because they want you. Okay? You said so many people in your life are uncomfortable with you. You have so much going for you: looks, brains, beauty, and booty. Ooh, girl, you said booty and beauty. Okay, so much jealousy, but I'm over it. It's my world. Exactly, Queen. Go do you. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. um, how can you leverage a situation where you slept with a man who is very wealthy and he gave you money before I think I might be pregnant by him? How can I leverage the situation and get money out? Tell him you're pregnant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See what he offers. Don't ask for nothing first. Just tell him you're pregnant and see what he offers you. And if it ain't enough, ask him more. Okay? Because he might offer you more than you asked for. That's why you need to let him speak first, baby. And if he doesn't offer enough, then you make your demands. There you go. He said, how do you reduce smile lines, fat, gains weight? You see this? Eat. All right. Drink lots of water. Eat. Moisturize. Stop starving yourself. Eat healthy fats then. Okay. Eat healthy fats if you're worried. Somebody said don't sleep on your stomach, sleep on your back. Okay. That will help reduce it. Okay. What if the man's rich but cheap? He might as well be broke then. Okay. Because what's the point? You can date a broke man who's gonna spend money versus a rich man who cheap. What's the difference? Are you what's in your pockets? What's in your purse? What you leaving with? That's what matters. Okay. What are the benefits that you're getting out of him? Um, can you speak? Okay, so I drink a lot of water and tea. Lots of teas have antioxidants in it, which reduces aging, the look of aging. All right. Mhm. Can I speak on Lilith energy? People say she a demon. I feel like it's a male point of view. Girl, she whatever she need to be to get what she want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. People done called us witches, sluts, hoes, but they ain't gonna call us broke. Okay. So who cares what they're calling it? As long as you're happy and you have what you want and everything in your life is being benefited, your family, your children, or whatever is being benefited, then keep doing it. Okay. A lot of times people want to label something evil or wrong because they can't do it. Okay. So just remember that. Y'all hit the like button. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm waiting on 450 likes because there's 450 people in here, and I would appreciate all those likes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you have any ideas as to why certain women are easily traumatized? I think a lot of women are easily traumatized is because, like, okay, and it just depends on the type of woman you are. You know, if you like, it just depends on the type of woman you are. If you're easily traumatized, it's because you probably haven't experienced a lot of trauma in your life, and it was something new or different, and so you experienced it in a sensitive way. But if you're used to trauma, you probably won't even realize it. You probably be, what's that? Ooh, I liked it. That ain't nothing. You should see what I went through already. Okay. So a lot of times people don't even realize that something traumatic is happening to them because they've already lived through so much trauma and it's nothing. But a lot of times women haven't had any type of trauma happen to them. And when something happens, they take it to the extreme. So I don't know. Like, I think this is also why a lot of people like horror movies or suspense movies or like drama because it takes you through all that trauma and it desensitizes you a lot of times so that when you do experience any type of trauma, you kind of might enjoy it or it kind of may seem like, oh, this is like that movie, and then you know how to deal with it or the situation. So a lot of times women who go through trauma don't even realize they went through trauma. They just say, oh, this like just like that movie. So I suggest if you get traumatized easily, start watching a lot of horror movies. They will help you. Sprinkle, sprinkle, or dramas. Um, you said you was right. I was cheated on and abandoned by your husband with a baby and child. That was so traumatic after being with him for 17 years. Oh my goodness. Um, well, this is how I start off. This is why I say older men because he ain't going nowhere in 17 years, but to the grave. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You gonna leave me forever and leave me that money too. Okay, so I don't like. I I just like I'm gonna avoid some forms of trauma by being the cause of the life that I'm going to live. Okay, at least the best I can. Like you ain't finna do all of that to me because I'm gonna do it to you first, or you ain't gonna be able to do it at all because you'll be too old. Period. Okay. Or strategically plan your relationship. Men do it all the time. So, for example, look at all these older men who are attracted to the younger women. Do you think that they're strategically targeting women of a certain age because they're easily manipulated or they're young and, pretty and, you know, are desperate for money or marriage or something like that? Don't think that men are strategically choosing younger women for a certain reason? Meanwhile, women haven't really seen, um, well, women have seen the effect of choosing older men or certain types of men for their specific purpose, dating with a purpose. I always say men do this from the start. When a man sees you, they put you in a category: quick to sleep with, marriage material, or girlfriend material, or side piece material. Okay, you're one of these. So why should we approach the dating world any different? You know, most women approach the dating world as every man is a potential future husband or provider, right? But that's not what they're giving you. They're not giving you provider vibes if they're cheap but rich. They're not giving you marriage material if they out here, trying to get it in one day. They're not out here, acting like providers when they can't pay the tab or want you to go half or do. So when we step out and we judge the type of men you are, we can just pretty much look how you dress, how you talk about yourself, and the questions you ask in order put you in the category in which you belong. And sometimes the category gets left right there because a lot of women don't entertain certain categories. If you're a woman that's only looking for a provider or a future husband, you're not going to entertain the wham bam thank you ma'am category. You're not going to entertain the side piece category. You're only going to entertain what you want. And a lot of men don't have the same type of discipline as women, so they entertain them all. And this is why you have married men out in the bar. You have women who are asking, well, how can I get this married man to introduce me to his single friends? This is why women are divine and are the goddesses, because they literally do have the say and they have more discipline than men sexually. Okay. So we're able to make decisions based on those things instead of, our sex drive. And sometimes we will entertain certain categories if that's what we want to do, but it is up to us. Should we expect a rich man not to cheat? Girl, there is a bus driver out there cheating right now. There is a McDonald's employee out there cheating right now. There is a rich man cheating out there right now. There is a homeless man cheating out there right now. Okay. What are you asking me? You can't control another human being. They're going to do exactly what they're going to do. Period. There's nothing you can do to stop it. The only thing that you can do is prepare yourself to either accept it, ignore it, or move on from it. That's the only thing you can do. And if you got money, that's the best way to accept it, move on from it, because either way, you're going to get something out of it. Okay. When a man with money cheat, you always going to get paid if you find out. When a broke man cheat, it ain't going to work out for you. So they're all going to cheat at some point in their lives. It might not be when you're young. It might be after you done had kids and 17 years of marriage. Okay. You might be the perfect husband for 17 whole years. And then when you start getting up in age and them kids start getting old and, he starts, getting, winks and stares and little youngsters who want, car down payments and whatnot, he might just go ahead and do it after 17 whole faithful years. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying as soon as you hook up with a man or marry a man, they're going to cheat the same year. I'm saying you will wait decades to get cheated on. But eventually it may happen. So what are you going to do? Make sure they got some money. Spring. All right. The older they are, the more secure their finances should be. Exactly. Do you think a provider man will start to become controlling after you become a housewife? Not if they want to keep you as a housewife. Sprinkle. Because let me tell you, you can't become more controlling of a woman, or not of a goddess anyway, because she's gonna find a way. Believe. Okay. Whether it's behind your back or in front of your face. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Main character energy. So I don't care, like a man can do whatever he wants, but it's up to the woman to accept it or not. So you could try to get more controlling, and I will be up there getting more controlling, at that lawyer's office as well, or up in somebody else's pockets. Or I will join a gym or a yoga class and be out doing whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So the more you try to control someone, the less control you literally have over them because they're going to do what they want. And only a weak-willed woman will allow themselves to be controlled. Okay? You said married men stay in single women's face. I know, of course they do. Single women are desperate. A woman who acts like she's married or feels like she already has the man that she wants attracts more men because they're already content. They don't look desperate. But when you're desperate, a married man can tell a single woman from a mile away, oh, she's single. She's looking for somebody. And a married man already has the traits of marriage material because he is married. So you're going to be very attracted to that married man. And a lot of times women don't even realize they out here sitting there manifesting a husband, but manifesting another woman's husband. Because you got to start off as a boyfriend or at least an acquaintance or a friend or a rich acquaintance. Then turn him into your boyfriend. Then turn him into your husband. Okay? How to get cash from your boyfriends in a decent way. He's paying your bills already, but he's not giving you no cash though, and he's young. Okay. Tell him you need some cash. And when he asks you what you want for Christmas, say what I want all the time, cash. What I need all the time, cash. I like money. And then he'll say, no, but I have to get you something good. I said, but I like money and you don't ever give me cash. So maybe I want to ask for cash for Christmas because you don't ever give me cash. And I need cash. Then he'll start giving you some cash. Use the holidays. Okay. Oh, Chanel, sprinkle, sprinkle. You currently live with your sugar daddy. Beautiful home, and he is wealthy. Lately, he has gotten comfortable and expects wifely duties. How can I refresh the situation? I make my own money. He is stingy now. Excuse yourself from the whole situation. Go on a mini vacation with a friend, like a sister. Go visit your mom. Don't text him or talk to him every time. Stop doing your wifely duties or whatever. Stop doing all of that. Get your nails done. Get all cute, look cute, and say, I can't mess up my nails. I can't mess up my hair. Like get right back into your level up. And then stop doing it. Ask him if he can hire a maid for the season because you're getting tired. Suggest things like, I think we should hire a maid. Or I think we should do this. Okay, so, and, make sure it's not in a negative tone, just a suggestion. Like, he's going to get the point. Like, I'm not going to be all of this to you. You cheat. You're going to spend his money somewhere. It might as well be on a maid if it ain't on me. Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, there's 40% off at checkout on Level Up Cosmetics, and it's linked at the top. So if y'all want some lashes, some lips, this is Sugar Daddy lipstick that I'm wearing. It's like a pretty nude. And of course, I'm wearing my Ever After highlighter that y'all can get. Aren't these cute? So this is Sugar Daddy. It's a very nice nude. And 40% off at checkout for the entire order, y'all. And this is Sprinkle Sprinkle. And this is my Ever After collection. So just type in highlighter, lipstick, or whatever in the search bar on levelupcosmetics.us. And y'all get y'all 40% off, y'all. And also sell stationery. So if you like pens, journals, all that kind of stuff. I think I might have a few of these left, and this is probably going to be the best deal. I have the smaller one like this, and they have them in white and gray with a pink interior. 40% off. Y'all, Level Up Cosmetics US, and make sure y'all just type in whatever you're looking for: notebook, planner, journal. The stationery section is like at the top, so just click on where it says stationery, or just type it in whatever you want. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I also have cozy holiday gift boxes, which is more like cozy things for the holidays. There's no makeup in it. Maybe like a lip balm or something. All right. You said the sun is your savior. Okay. Well, I think without the sun, we wouldn't be living. Okay. We need, for the plants to grow. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Helping no man cheat on me and I have to pay half his bill. Girl, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I would never pay this is why you should never pay bills living with a grown man. What you gonna do? Pay him to cheat on you? You say you're not, can you leverage the situation? You also got my book. Oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Pretend you're pregnant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And see what he offered. If it sounds good, get pregnant. If it don't, be like, oh, I lost a baby. But make sure you got some good stuff in between. You're a lie. All right. She ain't trying to help you get a real man. What's a real man? A real rich man or a real broke man? Which one are you? I'm not trying to help y'all get a broke man, that's for sure. Y'all can get that for free. It's easy. Just go outside when it's cold, and they'll be looking around for some shelter. They'll be asking you what you bring to the table. That's how you find a real broke man. So yeah, real men don't have to say. They just show up and take care of business. Period. Okay. They don't have to use too many words. They're more action oriented. You're not gonna find them in the comments popping up, talk about, ooh, that's a real man. Okay. You're gonna find them at work making business moves, being an entrepreneur somewhere, getting their money somewhere, buying you some gifts somewhere, paying your bills somewhere. That's where you're gonna find them at. You ain't gonna find them talking about well, if you the pro on how to get a real man, sir, enlighten us. Because you might have a real man at home. We don't know. Sprinkle, you might have a real one. If you know how to get us a real man. Mm-hmm. You said no collarbones equal broke man is your match. Wayne Allen. Your name sound broke. You ain't even Bruce Wayne. You just Wayne Allen. You said no collarbone. No six pack, no woman then. No bank account, no woman. You can't even afford. Honestly, the funniest thing, these men talking about collarbones, you can't afford a collarbone, sir. You can't afford for your woman to starve for you, okay? Women only starve for rich men who want them to be skinny. You ain't rich enough to starve for, sir. Bye. The only person I'm starving for is a multi-millionaire, okay? I will eat a salad, period. Do you want anything else? Nope. Just salad and lemon juice, ma'am. I ain't starving for no broke man. Is you crazy? You said billionaire for me. See, that's what I'm talking about. We ain't finna starve for your 5 figures. Bye. Tell them it's the holiday. We finna eat. Bye. Going on. Go find you somebody naturally thin or anorexic. Talk about no collarbone. You can't afford a collarbone, sir. How many figures are in your bank account? You won't even have to ask, okay? Collarbone just start showing up, okay? Because they gotta fit in them outfits, because you finna take them places, you finna take them shopping. Collarbone gonna show up on its own. Tell her. Oh, Camilla, sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't deserve a collarbone. You're not rich enough. Okay. All right. You said can't afford a chicken bone. Exactly. Okay. You're all demons. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The body of Christ compels us. Now be gone. Men don't make no demands over here. Your money speaks. You say you love being a diva, girl. Rebuked. Exactly. Like you want to see a collarbone? Get some real money. All right. Period. I said it's funny when men call women demons. Exactly. All right. You ain't gonna call us broke though. All right. If anyone online offered you $200 for field feet pics, would you do it? Yeah, I could send them somebody feet pics. It won't be mine though. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It'll look like mine, but I'm getting my $200. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Picture of my husband's feet and send it. Like, oh yes, it's my foot. I'm a little extra to scare him. Yeah, I'm gonna have my money. All right. All right. Sure, my club is really slow. I need to meet men at bars, but now I can't drink. Any suggestions? Just get a different, like, just get a drink that's not alcohol. Make it a mocktail. um, mm, yeah, become a member, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate y'all. Y'all hit the like button too. I see y'all can hit it, but y'all need to hit it some more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So, like, when all these guys come in here and start making demands with no money, it's just like you might as well be talking to nothing because we ain't listening. You never heard the term money talks? We can't hear you. You too broke to be heard. All right. Now listen to this. You know how like you put a comment up here and I just throw it away and make fun of it? If you had some money attached to it, I may consider it and speak nicer to you and like entertain the idea somewhat and give some solutions and options in a civil way. But you ain't got no money attached to it, so I automatically assume you just broken and bitter. Okay, right. Mhm. It's 48 too old to be picky. If you look good and you have high standards and you have your own money, if you're a woman, no, because there's a 60-year-old man out there that think you a young fine thing, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, there's a 60-year-old waiting to give you, his savings, his money, and take you on vacation or whatnot. I want to get his AARP on you. Okay, so yes, get that money. Don't let these guys fool you. A lot of older women are getting their way. Exactly. Like just because you can't afford an older woman doesn't mean an older man can't afford a woman younger than him who's older than you or your own age. Okay, y'all have to remember that these men are coming from a place of brokenness and inexperience. Okay, so for example, if a man says, "Don't nobody want no old lady," well, the older man does, and he got more money than you, sir. So what are you talking about? You telling me if I go out right now, if I was single and I went out right now, I couldn't pull a 65-year-old, a 60-year-old, and get all my bills? You telling me I can't do that? I'm gonna tell you, you a lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You telling me I can't go to the hole in the wall right now and get all the bills paid and car note, blah, blah, blah. You telling me I can't do that? You telling me I can't get somebody the last $2? One for his bus fare, other one for the jukebox. You telling me I can't get that? I can get that times 3. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Uh-oh, the 1 and the 2. Sprinkle, sprinkle. PT1 high. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. X in trying to date seriously, no clients. I'm used to getting 2.5K a month on dates. I get irritated because I'm used to it. Okay, well, thank you for the donation. At least you have standards, and eventually somebody will meet them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just keep them high. Said juke joint, here I come. Exactly, girl. Go get you. Go get you some of that retirement AARP, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you mean men can't break goddesses? Okay. Well, I asked a question on what my next subject should be, and it'd be, for the video. And someone actually suggested doing a video about how men break women, whether it's lower their self-esteem, try to make them submit, or by using spirituality or religion or abuse or whatever. And I said, a man can't break a goddess. I mean, maybe a woman with low self-esteem and doesn't know who she is and who isn't giving that main character energy. Men can break desperate women who just want to have a man. They can't break a goddess, which is a woman who knows her value, her worth, and knows that a man is there to impress and please and provide for her. They can't break that because it can't be broken, because they know who they are. So that's what the video is literally about. And a lot of these men are in here begging for attention because they ain't got nothing from somewhere else. And we're just politely entertaining them to bide the time. But these are not our targets. We don't take these men seriously because they don't have any money anyway. Okay. So they're just literally basically like one of the girls. And we just let them stay, like when you bring your kids to the hair salon or the nail shop, they just let them, sit there and act fool sometimes, play, getting grown folks' business, whatnot. But that's all it really is. We don't take them seriously. Okay. They're just the little kids that got to tag along, okay? If you don't feel sexy, just pretend you are sexy. Never let anyone know you're not happy. Pretend, baby. Okay, that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, we don't block them because, them just the little bad kids in the hair salon and in the nail shop. They got to be there for ambiance. Sprinkle. Welcome to We Have Paper and Crayons. Okay. Here on Earth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. All right. They don't have to take them seriously. Why should we? I don't know why people taking them seriously. They're just for entertainment value. Best exit plan when leaving a relationship. He is rich but can't take the temper tantrums anymore. Okay, well, you got to use reverse psychology on people like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask him if he's constipated, if he's feeling irritable, if he has irritable bowel syndrome, if he needs to go to the doctor and get a checkup. Like blame it on his health. Like blame it on his, are you eating right? Because, it's, do some fake research or do some real research. And they say guys that are really irritable are, their sperm count is low. Maybe you need to go check that. Or they say guys who are very irritable, you might need a colon cleanse. Do that. Don't get mad. Just don't ignore the whole temper tantrum and be concerned for his health. Oh, you want me to make you some detox tea? If it seems like you may be a little bit constipated and need a detox. I heard it makes you very irritable because I know this isn't you. This isn't the Virgil that I know. He's sweet and generous. So let me go make you some tea. You full of S, baby. Basically telling you he full of S. And he need to go poop it out. I'm so concerned for you. You want me to make you a doctor's appointment? Yes. I think a colon cleanse is in order. Get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, reuse that nice nasty tone that I'm concerned for your health, and then he'll stop his temper tantrums because it means he need a colon cleanse or some laxatives. And like, maybe we should eat something with a lot of fiber in it to increase your mood. You need to drink some more water, baby. Here, drink some water. Let me go make you some Metamucil, sir. Okay, you can't break no goddess if you can't make yourself laugh. Because I would be laughing. I'm like, you need a cola cleanse, don't you? Because you can't be that bad. Ain't nobody that mad out unless they're wrong medically. Girl, but they have bottles of colon cleanser you can buy online. Just be like, I'm gonna order you some colon cleansing pills. Maybe that'll better your mood. Then he gonna start controlling it because then he's gonna think that you think he's constipated and can't go to number two. All right. Reverse it, girl. Reverse it. Always reverse it. That's talent. You like goddesses know this. So whatever they throw at you, reverse it and make sure that they feel it even more. Uh-oh. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nillies. Should I apologize to a married potential sugar daddy for flirting back with his dad yesterday and making him mad, girl? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't ever apologize for that. Because it lets him know that if he don't want you, another older man with money does. If he got money. Oh, the great goddess spirit. And first of all, if a married man introducing you to his daddy, they ain't got no respect anyway. So you might as well date them both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The great goddess. Hey, girl, manifesting always. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thank you. Don't ever, don't apologize. 'Cause he's sitting over here with a whole wife. What you apologizing for? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You single till you got a ring and a marriage license. You might be dating him, but you single. You're dealing with a guy who's a provider, but you've noticed that his anger issues, it's like, dang, man, all of the things are perfect. Provider, smart protector, but the anger issue, don't take him seriously. Sprinkle, sprinkle. JJ Jacobs, like, here's what I do. I never take anger seriously. You know why? Because it's a joke to me. If you're angry at me, it's because you can't control me or don't like what I'm doing. And that ain't my problem. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? I be laughing. You can be angry all you want, long them bill paid. Oh, this, and that, because it's not my problem. You mad at me? That's your problem. Get over it or figure out how not to be mad at me. Done. Remember, goddess status. You said all you got to do is reverse the emotions. Like a lot of people say control the emotions. Yes, it's just reversing the emotion. I'm sorry you mad at me. Ain't nothing I can do about it because I'm gonna keep doing me. Uh-oh. Chriselle Sprinkle Sprinkle don't want to cheat but refuses to take me out now. Then go take yourself out. Sprinkle Sprinkle. You meet somebody by yourself. Then that's I guess it was meant to be. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay. You like to go out, he won't take you out. Go out. If you meet somebody, it was meant to be. There you go. Meant to be for that night. to meet somebody. I ain't say nothing else after that. Maybe you can get free drinks or whatnot. Have a little friend, whatever. Meet some different people and have interesting conversations, whatever. But at the same time, if he won't take you out and you want him to take you out and you ask him to take you out, and he says no, and you go out by yourself, it ain't. It's not your fault. What who approaches you? Okay. Been following your advice successfully. Your boyfriend of 3 years have been paying for everything, including school. You haven't made what you expect clear, and he expects me to pay half when I get a tech job. Then don't ever get a quote unquote tech job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stephanie, tell him you ain't never gonna pay half. Just tell him now. After you finish school, tell him. Say, I've gotten so used to you being the big man provider that I think if I paid half, I wouldn't see you the same anymore. Because if I can pay half, it means I can pay all, and why do I need you? You know, just basically tell him you've gotten used to him taking care of you. And if you have to pay half, you don't know if you'll feel the same. Look at him the same. Yeah, get a roommate. Or start introducing the idea of a roommate so you don't have to pay for nothing. Then he'd be like, I don't want no other person moving in. Okay, I'll pay for it all. Don't worry about it. But you need to. That's what he needs to say when you start offering people to move in. So if he needs financial help. Sprinkle, sprinkle, divine. Ray Sauna, sprinkle, sprinkle members in the house. Appreciate you. Okay. Um, yeah, just tell him, just laugh whenever he mentions it and say, we'll see, and then don't do it. Because if he's willing to give you up over have some bills, then he didn't want you anyway, girl. Okay? If he willing to end the relationship, if you don't pay half, he don't want you anyway. Hmm. He said, "My God, a few more like her on YouTube." And girl, Miss Wayne, I'm already married, ma'am. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Sir, Cirrus, Ciron, Cersei Rona. Girl, I don't know how to say your name. Sprinkle, that's some French. Is that French? Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thank you, girl. Cicerona. Thank you, Alexa. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Would it be wise to tell my husband when men do nice things for me when he's not around, so he'll want to step up his game? Make sure it's an old, ugly man. Don't tell him it's a young, cute man. It's like, you know what? This old man paid for my lunch yesterday. Maybe I reminded him of his grandma. Let him put it together. Don't you explain it to him. Let him put it together. Okay? Sprinkle. All right. Let him put it together. This is some old man who paid for my lunch or gave me free this, or the guy at the oil change place did this, gave me free. Don't say it's somebody just was interested in you. Just make him old or like some type of employee, somebody that wouldn't necessarily have a chance with you. That means if they look and other men are looking. And I think a lot of men are wondering how I'm actually married and think like this. It's because I think like this that I'm married. Because if I thought the other way, I wouldn't be married. Okay. It's because I thought this way and I continue to think this way that I got the rank in the house and where everything else that comes with that. It's because I think this way, not because I don't think this way, not because I submitted to some broke man I'm gonna pay half the bills and be broke with you and work the drive through and be riding out with you. It's because I didn't say that. It's because I waited on someone who could meet my standards, and that's who I married. I didn't try to find no broke man to build up. I wasn't desperate. That's why I got the rank. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. It's like, to me, marriage is not like just marriage. It was, I ain't got to work no more if I don't want to. I ain't got to pay nobody's bills. I am da, 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 da. That was my mental image of what marriage was. So when I said I do, that mean I don't. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. To remember that. Oh, thank you. Yes, 40% off Level Up Cosmetics. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you live in Atlanta and if you live in a town, not a town, okay. If you live in a town that's stand out, look, do your makeup. I'm dressed very casual. This always on point. From the neck up, baby. Or you can do like a natural makeup look. You could do your hair. Just make sure nails, hair, you have some nice accessories. You could wear very casual clothes. If no one in your town dresses up, make sure your skin, your hair, and your makeup are what makes you noticeable. Okay? Because I live in a small town and you can't be dressed up all the time. People think something's off or you're going somewhere. Where you're going. Like every time I get on here and I be like extra, like where you going? Nowhere. Where I am is where I'm going. So just take care of your skin. Make sure your hair looks good. Do your makeup if you want to stand out in a very casual town. Or maybe class up your casual. Class it up a bit. You don't have to go all out, but just make it look a little extra. Okay. hmm So, men can't break goddesses and they won't even approach a goddess. They won't even be able to deal with a goddess. So they can't even get the opportunity to try to break one. Okay. Men target women who are exactly how they want them to be in order to manipulate or control them if they're looking to control. Not all men. Because there's so many men out there with other people to actually boss around, tell what to do, sign paychecks for, that they don't want to go come home and continue to control their woman. They want someone to have fun with, someone that looks good, someone that makes them feel a certain way, not another person to control. They already have that at work. They tired of that. They want to come home and get told, you know, how they do that, and they want to relax and have the woman be their boss for a second. They don't. They're too, like, okay, well, you know what? I'm tired of telling everybody what to do. Everybody coming to me for the answer. Everybody doing this. Everybody. I want a woman that's gonna tell me the truth to my face, whether I like it or not, because she's not afraid to get fired or to lose her money. You know what I'm saying? Because she's gonna say what she wants. I need somebody to keep me in my place. I need someone to remind me I'm human. That's what a real man with, provider, qualities, husband material is like. Not somebody that want to come home from being bossed around and then boss somebody else around. Okay. That's the difference. Be your own man. You ain't got to worry about begging some woman to submit to you. You can't break a woman if she don't want to do what you want her to do, baby. It's never gonna work. Ill. All right. Okay. You said a truth the last guy told you you were too much for him. And I'm so glad he was honest because a lot of men won't be honest with you and they'll make up something else. Like, You don't do this right. You want some. If you're too much for him, you too much for him. But you might be just enough for somebody else. You know. And just keep that in mind. That just because I'm too much for you, don't mean I'm too much for another person. Somebody out there like exactly what you are, or somebody out there will bring out other parts of you and other aspects of you than what he could. You know, if that's all he's bringing out of you, if that's all you're showing him, that's all he is fishing for. That's all that he is getting a response, with because of how he's acting. So, I don't know. He said, yeah, we don't submit to brokenness. Exactly. Why do these men keep using spirituality as a way to get a woman to submit to brokenness? Nowhere in the Bible does it say submit to broke men. Nowhere. Y'all forgot that part. You say you feel like you backsliding your level up? Then you better moonwalk back on over, turn around, be Gonzalez, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the only way you need to backslide, turn around and moonwalk right on back in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said men had to work for years to get a woman in the Bible. Is it dangerous? It's dangerous to submit to brokenness? Yes. As a Christian, you can confirm I didn't see submit to broke man, only the husband who is hopefully not broke. Yeah, and back in the old days, in order to be a husband, you had to be a provider. You had to have some land. You had to have some money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Submitting to broke men is a generational curse. Exactly. That is how it all started. With your great 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 whatever got with your great 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 broke whatever and created poverty mind. That's what happened. So don't do it again. Don't repeat the cycle. Okay. How to tell a man that you're not easy to impress. Don't be impressed with what he's doing. Like if he tries to impress you with something, it's like, oh, that's really cool. Or oh wow. And then change the subject. It means you acknowledge it, but it's not impressive. Change the subject. Okay. When you quickly change the subject, that shows that okay, you acknowledge it, but you're not impressed. Oh wow, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it's gonna rain today. I think I need to get some new. I need a new umbrella. I don't know. I need a raincoat. Um, just change the subject to whatever. I don't even care. Okay. Acknowledge, thank them, and change the subject quickly. You used to be bothered by perverts because of your vile father was one till I realized they are envious and wish they had our influence. Most are energy vamps, but know the truth about a goddess. Thank you, Queen Glow, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But when you start taking on feminine aspects as a man, as far as, wanting someone to impress you, wanting to feel like the prize, wanting to be chased, then you figured out. Whatever a man who feels like that is feeling, that's what a woman is. Okay. So honestly, if a man really wants to feel like a woman, all he has to do is claim that he's the prize, want women to chase him, and look for women to impress him. If he wants to live in his goddesshood, then by all means, if he wants to experience his feminine side, by all means, let him. But you don't have to indulge in that because if you're a naturally feminine woman, you're not going to be attracted to that energy anyway. Only more masculine women who are willing to build, provide, and submit to someone with, who's not able to, provide for them is going to be attracted to that. So you're not missing anything. They're trying to attract those masculine women out there, not the feminine women. So if a man claims he's the prize, if a man claims that, what do you bring to the table besides sex? If a man says, I'm not going to chase you, if a man says that, this is that, he's looking for a masculine woman. And so therefore, if you're not a masculine woman, then don't entertain it. Okay. And that's pretty much it. If they try to down you for not being attracted to his feminine side, just like, man, you know what? If I wanted to be a lesbian, I totally would. Because there are lesbian women out there that look better than you and have more money than you, sir. If I want to chase something, pay something, and get that feminine energy, there's better candidates out there that won't get you pregnant. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So literally, when a man is in his feminine nature, when trying to deal with a woman and she rejects him, what she's saying is, no, sir, I can't because I'm too feminine for you. So go find the masculine women who will further emasculate you and y'all go have a good time. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said when broke men level up financially, they go for the best women. Ladies, don't entertain broke women because if they level up, they won't have mercy on you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your boyfriend has been talking about marriage and moving me with him to another state, but hasn't asked to meet my family nor propose. He flies me out every month and says I'm everything he wants. Lies, of course, lies, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money. But like honestly, if he ain't trying to meet your family, if he flying you out every month, he wants to move you out there, wants to propose. It doesn't mean you have a ring. It doesn't mean your family has met him. And it doesn't mean he's gonna marry you. There's no physical, tangible evidence that he wants to marry. There's no ring. He hadn't met your parents. He ain't flying out to you. So therefore, he's just stringing you along. And until you figure that out, he's going to continue to do it. So here's my suggestion. Act like that you believe him and start dating other men. And when he finally decides to tell you he ain't trying to get married, then you can already have your backups. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What he don't know won't hurt him, baby. Yeah, string him along too. Act like you all in for the fake marriage that ain't never gonna happen either. Like, yes, I can't wait to be your fiance. Meanwhile, you're the date. Okay. You said explain how to deal with broke women. The best way to deal with a broke woman, if there's a broke woman, is to introduce her to a rich man and exclude yourself because you can't do. Because if you had money and you were a true provider as a man, she wouldn't be broke for very long. Okay, so go introduce her to somebody with some money, maybe your boss, your daddy, if you know your friend with the car you saving up for. Introduce her to him, and she won't be broke for long, baby. Take her to the club, let her roam around, do something, but don't hold her back. Whatever you do. That's how you treat a broke woman. You introduce her to somebody with some money. There you go. She won't be broke long. That's the funniest thing. You can see a broke woman one day, and a week later, she could have the car you've been saving up for, looking at you crazy. What you want? Girl, I found me a sugar daddy. Oh, he put the down payment. He got the whole thing out too. So, be careful. You can't a woman be broke 1 week and pay the next. Okay. And owe somebody benefits. Owe somebody AARP, girl. I don't know. But they don't stay broke. Women are broke temporarily if they choose to be. That's the difference. Women can choose to be broke. Women can choose to date a broke man. Women can choose to be a ride or die. Women can choose to look broke, homeless, and ratchet. Women can then choose to level up and go get them the man that can pay them bills. Women have options, more options than men. Okay, all y'all can do is get the man weave, grow a beard. Y'all can't level up y'all finances as quick as a woman. Okay, unless y'all go find y'all a pygmisha and somebody desperate, lie to them and say you're gonna flip their taxes. But that's about it. You can't come up as fast as a woman. Period. That's why they're mad. And you shouldn't want to. That's the bad thing about it. You shouldn't want to come up as fast as a woman. You should want to have a stable, strong, masculine, solid foundation so that you can go get the woman that you want, broke or rich or whatever, and make sure she's taken care of and don't need to go look for nothing else. Okay, you don't need to be jealous of how a woman can shapeshift and get what she wants. You need to be jealous of how that man can have any woman he wants. Not us. We are not the person to be jealous of. If you're jealous of us, you are in your feminine. Go and be jealous of that man who can pull any woman. Go be jealous of him. Ask him what his tips are. Just get money. That's what he's gonna tell you. Go get money. Money, money, money. Go get some money. Make sure you paid. That's all he's gonna tell you. Don't sit over here and be mad at us because we doing what we supposed to do by nature. If you want all of that, then you need to go figure out how you could transform. Okay. You said, are masculine men dominant? They're dominant basically in a sense where they dominate with their very presence. They don't want to rule and dominate over you per se. Because let's just take an example. If you meet an important person that has high status and money, you only have to speak and you get the response that you're probably looking for because people respect you. They see that are successful. They see that you get respect from other people. So they're naturally going to give it to you. But if you walking around broke and mad at everybody and you speak, ain't nobody gonna listen to you. Ain't nobody gonna give you the respect that you need. So when a dominant presence enters the room, it's a presence of respect, authority, and someone people will listen to without being forced. And therefore, the dominance is natural dominance, not fake pretend dominance. So, for example, if a lion were to walk into a room full of prey, the natural dominance would be the lion, not the hyena. You get it, taking it back to Lion King. So it's just who you are, not what you're pretending to be. A man told you too much for him. He can't handle you, baby. He can't control you. He can't handle you. He need a weaker woman. That's all that means. You need somebody weaker, or who gonna act weaker. Now, I tell women to act weak if they're just trying to get in and get out with that money, and then move on to the next and have other options at the same time. If you're trying to get husband material or like date someone seriously, and they expect you to bend, fold, and do all that other stuff, and he ain't giving you the type of money that you know deserves that type of thing, then you don't bend and fold for brokenness. You don't even bend and fold for money. Because they won't make you. They have too many other people doing that. Now, oh, Miss TP Wong, sparkle, sparkle girl, how can I deal with cyberbullies as I level up? They're fun. For me, they're fun because I can just shut them down like this. I kind of feel, thank you for the donation. I feel sorry for them because I know people that sit up here and try to bully other people is because they lack something or they've been bullied. So I already know they're only doing that because of something that they're lacking or something or someone else is bullying them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take it personally. I never take anything personally. I use it as a building point, a teaching point, and to make people laugh and everything. But I never take it personally because to me, it's not really worth it. Yeah, take it if you take it personally, that's your fault. If you get triggered, it's your fault. You said you struggle with being fake in social situations. I fake on purpose. You gonna know I'm fake. That way you hurry up and leave me alone so I ain't got to act fake no more. You know, um, if you want to seem real, then you really have to be interested in whatever they're doing. So for example, if you're fake, like, hi, nice to meet you, don't smile so big and ask a follow-up question like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Oh, um, what's your name? Oh, I really like that name. Follow it with something more personal. If you don't want to come off fake, I don't care. I want you to know to leave me alone because I'm not trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to socialize unless I'm trying to get some money. Then I'll throw in some fake stuff, some super fake stuff that seem real. You know what I'm saying? So ask a follow-up question that's more personal, like, oh, I really love your name. It's so unique. Or, oh, I really love your name. Yep, Shira, should I embrace my fakeness? If you don't want to deal with those people, be as fake as possible. They will say, okay, she's polite, but I know that's not the real her. She's acting fake. Let me move around. If you don't want to deal with them, act even more fake. That means get out of my face. This is an act, and you're not going to get the real me. So stop trying. So, you know, and then like if somebody, introduces themselves or you're in a social situation and you feel like you might have something in common with them or you want to talk to them, then you kind of pull down the fakeness a little bit. Okay. Because people that like your fakeness is your guard. Okay. You said people avoid me, which is if you want to be avoided, yes, then you act super fake. If you don't want to be avoided, then you act stupid and dumb because then you look like a target. Then you flip it around and make them the target. Okay? Smart, smart. Ask a lot of questions to act dumb. Okay, you don't have to literally lower your intelligence. Just ask a lot of questions that allow them to speak and sound intelligent in your presence. You can feel people get annoyed with you. Good. That means they're going to get away faster. Um, if you want them to stay, then ask them a personal question and let them do all the talking. Ask them where they grew up. Ask them, what books they're reading or their favorite something. I don't know. But just get the attention off of you and put it on them. Okay. Don't date a spiritual guy. You won't be able to do things to them spiritually. They will find out in reverse. No, they won't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you're going to act like you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so here's the thing about dating a spiritual guy. If they try to do some stuff to you or whatever, whatever, laugh at them. You like, the only thing that's going to affect anything in here is the money, sir. Like, it's mind over matter. Literally, if you make up your mind that all he is for is to provide and protect, that's all he is for. Goddess. Okay. Remember, if you were in the beginning of the video, a man may ask, a man may will something, but it is up to you in order to fulfill that will. You get it? So he may try some stuff, but if you only see him for provider and provision, that's all he gonna be able to do for you. Therefore, all his power is null and void. You understand? It has to be up here first. What you need him for, what his job is in your universe, in your life, in your movie, in your, you know what I'm saying? And all that other stuff is garbage because he can't do anything outside of his role. It's like if you have a movie script and you have a character and your character work, pay bills, protect, provide. That's all he can do. That's his role. It don't say nothing about doing this, doing that, doing that. Or he might try to add it in and be extra, but it's gonna get edited out anyway. Main character energy, y'all. Goddess. You create this narrative, and that's all it is. They can do whatever they want. You just gonna laugh and edit it out. It's your movie. Okay? Remember that. You see, you ain't even got to rebuke that. You could just laugh and be like, okay, know your role. Provide and protect, nothing else. Okay. You want to be on American Horror Story Coven? Go try out. This Hallmark channel, you provide, pay bills. Sprinkle. All right. And choose me over everything. That's it. All right. Stay and focus on the spirit of the bag. Exactly. Y'all have to remember this. There is nothing else. Like y'all a lot of the women allow all these narratives to come into your story. No. Give him a role. He must abide by that role. Anything else is dismissed and edited out. Have you ever been told you look like Sanaa Lathan? A long time ago, sprinkle. Okay. Girl, I met her daddy a long time ago. I wish you sell wigs so bad, sprinkle. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Mm-hmm. Do you do private chats, messaging? I seek advice about your situation. If you join the Patreon, you could definitely message me on the Patreon, and I always write back within that same week. So, let me see. Here, let me give you the Patreon. Hold on, I gotta get that link for you. Yeah, it's a monthly. And if you sign up for the tier where you get a monthly handwritten letter from me, that's the highest tier, I believe. I'm making little cute envelopes and writing y'all handwritten letters. I'm sending a lot of y'all who are on the Patreon cards, and a lot of the members. Y'all's cards should be already in the mail, so y'all look out for that. For the holiday. You said, I think people consider me arrogant or annoying. Good. Only a more arrogant man can handle you. And that's what you want, because he's confident in himself. He's confident in his money. He know he can buy whatever you need. He know he can impress you. So that's all you really want to attract. You don't want to attract somebody that can't impress you as you can impress yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, you want to attract someone who can impress you by doing things you can't do for yourself or wouldn't think to do for yourself. That's the kind of man you need. You don't need the type of man that you have to act impressed for. You got to act impressed. You might as well go get a child and tell him to draw you a picture and act like it's a Picasso. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how your baby be coloring and bring you a picture and go, Mama, look what I drew. You have to act like it's the best thing ever. Like, you don't want to have to do that with a grown man. Okay? So if they tell you that you're stuck up and that you're too much for them, then let them be, baby. When somebody else comes along that can impress you, that does make you raise your eyebrow and take interest when he entered the room, then that's it. Okay. Otherwise, everybody else just trying. They're not doing. Okay. Maybe you're too hard to impress. Maybe you need to get into different circles. Okay. Why do you feel desperate to be a good woman? Because somebody lied to you. You know what a good woman is? Let me tell you what a good woman is. A woman who can get a man to pay all them bills and do whatever she wants to do. That's a good woman. She good at what she do. Sprinkle. She good at what she do. Serena, sprinkle. I own my own online business, which I love how to stay focused on the bag when I don't see a future with my rich husband. He loves to hurl insults. Girl, if you take anything personally from a man, you are not a goddess. How are you going to be insulted by something you gave life to? You know what I'm saying? Something you could grow. This is what I see. This is what I mean by mentality. If people are hurling insults, laugh because they're hurt. Only hurt people hurl insults. So, oh, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. They call him constipated, order him some Metamucil, and keep it moving, baby. Like I said earlier. Oh, you are you in a Metamucil shake? I got you. Okay. Ignore. If they're insulting you, it's because they want your attention. Ignore. As long as them bills pay, that's all that matters. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. He said it's his wallet and hurling insults. Okay, he just want attention. Exactly. Wonder Woman babe, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to respond to criticism from a female boss, your sponsor. P.S. I used your advice for responding to fake friends. It worked great. Um, to criticism from a female boss, my sponsor. Honestly, I don't know. I would just say, you know what? That is so nice of you to think of me in order to give me constructive criticism, and I'm going to really take it to heart. Thank you. Thank her for her constructive criticism. I am so glad that you know what? Thank you so much for your constructive criticism. I really need that. If she thinks that you're benefiting from it, she will probably do a lot less. And plus, you look like the bigger woman, which then threatens her. You know, I'm really grateful for your constructive criticism, how you take the time out to stop and teach me. I really appreciate you spending all this time trying to mold me and make sure I'm doing everything correct. It really takes someone flip the script, baby. All right. You get out nicer. Thank you for her constructive criticism. Basically, tell her she wasting her time because you gonna do what you want anyway. And if you choose to listen, that's up to you. And if you choose not to, that's up to you too. It also means you're getting special attention from her. You think that you're her favorite. You're taking it as a compliment, and that you're mistaking it for her liking you even more to take more time with you. Okay, which means if that's not her intention, she's going to back up. How to get husband to make more money? You don't work. Tell him to get another job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Period. Or a higher paying job. Either one. Keep talking about it till he go do it. Get it. Make him annoyed. Hi, Shira. Recently dumped your girlfriend. You don't need her. Good for you. What do you think about women that into polygamy? As long as the man is super rich and they benefit from the polygamy, I think it's fine. But if they have to go work or do anything, I think they're stupid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, God is wild red. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If you can't drive what you want, wear what you want, and not have to work, then polygamy is a joke. Okay. Oh, Sarah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Shira. I used your manifestation techniques, and my mom retired and bought a house in Dallas. She's a single mom and used to struggle. I put the house on my vision board and will inherit it since I'm the only child. Oh, girl, thinking ahead. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Thank you for the donation. Good job. Your mom, tell her congrats. Okay. Um, Kaliko? What if they're a narcissist and I'm a successful artist? I'm left with PTSD. Left 3 months ago. Girl, you got to be a better narcissist than them. When they're a narcissist and you have to out narciss them. See? You said get a therapist. When you run into a narcissist, turn on your narcissist button. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Turn it on. Otherwise, you're gonna attract more and more of them unless you acting just like them. Turn it on, baby. Don't play the victim, play the narcissist. Hmm. I'm sorry you went through that and then you had to go to therapy, but play the narcissist. Do the same thing. Learn from them. Look at them as your teacher. You know what? I'm gonna do that too. See what happens. Ooh, this worked. Let me do it some more. Actually, let me do it better. When the student surpasses the teacher, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you need to be. Oh, T Wit, sprinkle, sprinkle, releveling up at 39. You're only entertaining men who can provide the lifestyle I want for me and myself. Great. That way you don't waste time and energy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Like your girlfriend calls you a narcissist now, and I tell her I learned from the best. Okay, good for you. Okay, like I think too many people try to do what's right and what's wrong instead of what's beneficial for them in their lifestyle in the long run. Like, they're too worried about what other people think is right or what other people think is wrong or what psychology says or what feels good to you. What is going to work for you, your pockets, your money, your lifestyle? What's working for you? Not what's working for them, what's supposed to work for you, but what is working for you. You know, if it's not working for you, then change it. If it ain't benefiting you, change it. If being the nice, good girl isn't working for you, then change it. Okay? Then you can't expect different results when you keep doing the same thing. Change it. You have to care about yourself. Most men don't care. You need to focus on you and what you're doing. Exactly. And that's what women mess up when they think men care. Whenever you go into any situation, you need to think that the man don't care, he wants. And he only cares about what it takes to get what he wants. So you make him care about what it takes to get what he wants, which means you make him care about them bills. You make him care about that car note. You make him care about that shopping spree, okay? Because they only care about what's going to get them to what they're trying to get to. So you make them care about that because they don't care about you, okay? They care about what they can get. So make them care about that. And maybe in the process, they'll see you. Hmm. How to stop overly sexual entitlement of my body. Like after he overspends, he does too much sexually. Tell me on your period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you got gas. Gross them out. Wait till he calm down. Okay. You said diarrhea is your favorite? Okay, yeah, use whatever you got to use. Girl. All right. Just gross them out temporarily. This man is spiritual and businessman. How do I bring up the bills conversation to come from an abundant standpoint? It doesn't matter. You treat them all the same, baby. You say, you know what? As a spiritual man who knows business, I'm sure you know the worth and the value of a woman, and that how a woman needs a man to provide and protect. Leave it like that. If he don't get it, he don't get it. Move it on. If he tries to bring up spirituality and build, then say, you know what? I'm not looking to build with any man. I'm looking for someone that is looking for the woman that he's been building for. Then exit out if he can't handle it. Okay. Why do women divorce so much? Because they're emotional. Women are too emotional. They divorce for dumb reasons. If you, unless you divorce him for his money, that's the only reason I say the divorce. If you fed up with him and you know you're gonna get some money out of it, and you better off without him, then great. But if you divorce him because he cheated and it's gonna cost you money to actually divorce, then I wouldn't even worry about it. I'd be like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep this money. I'm gonna keep this deed. I'm gonna keep everything. I ain't splitting nothing. I'm building my wealth for my future generation. You ain't gonna get rid of me. It's cheaper to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Ashley. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like if you look at the wealthy people, they don't divorce until everybody paid. Okay. If you divorce to struggle, you doing it wrong. If you struggling after your divorce, you divorce for the wrong reason. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless it was life or death, baby. Okay. If you divorce because he cheated or he this, that, it's silly. Divorce for benefits or to save your life, but that's it. Otherwise, you went in the wrong direction and you married for the wrong reason. Okay. You said a spiritual man knows women cost a lot of money. They do. Um, don't let that fake spirituality stuff from a man determine your value as a woman, and don't let that fake spirituality stuff from a man make you seem like you gotta fall in line or do this and do that. Okay, because if he recognize a goddess and divinity in the flesh, he gonna be he gonna know what he got to do. Okay, if he don't recognize, then he need to move along. Because that's how I feel. Like if you don't recognize divinity in the flesh, then move along, sir. I'm not here to build with you. You here to build for me. You here to build temples for me, not the other way around. Either you in or you out. Get out, get in, get out. Ain't no in between. Either you know who I am or you don't. Period. That's how you have to think. Okay. I remember this one guy. He was like trying to be all spiritual and stuff. He said, "Do you ever know why they have like uh, why they have armies to guard heaven?" I was like, I thought the body, the woman, the female body or the woman's body was heaven. You got to flip it around, y'all. Like I am heaven, darling. That's why y'all always trying to get to heaven. That's why all y'all focus is getting to heaven. You spiritual, you trying to get to heaven. The guards is bills, money, shopping, car notes. These are all the guards. The armies, these army of bills. You got to pay to get through that level. Next level, you got to pay through this. Next level, you got to pay that. Maybe you'll finally get to heaven. Maybe. So think of your body as a heaven. That man got to get through all them armies and angels and all that stuff just to get, oh, Bruno Mars, yes. Locked out of heaven for too long. Okay. You said the guy I left said he was on a spaceship for women. I knew it was over with. Girl, the mother, you should have said the mothership can't save you, so yo, if it's gonna get late. All right. If your husband lost business is old but is making money still to pay my bill, let him find his problem. That sound like his problems, baby, not yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's his problem. You ain't got nothing to do with that. Hopefully he figured it out. What if a man says he will become wealthy after retirement? Would you still marry? Yep. He's turned 65. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You need more being on your roster for Christmas. Go get them, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go get them. He said, "How's James doing? Is he still regretting the marriage?" Every day, but he still stay. That's how you want it. If you don't regret marriage, you were married to the wrong person. Okay. See, when you happy in your marriage, you don't regret marriage. You got everything. Your wife in line, your children in line, everything is perfect. You get bored. You go out looking. You regret marriage if you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You at home looking straight ahead and doing whatever you need to be doing. Okay. So yes, he's supposed to regret marriage. That way he keeps trying to get into heaven, trying to make it right, trying to make everything as it should be. Keep them on their toes, baby. Yes. Okay. If you don't regret your marriage, you married the wrong person. Remember that, especially as a man. Being a woman is the best home shopping. Being a woman is the best home shopping. Watching She-Ra. Okay, Latoya, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. I get what I want for Christmas. Bet you he home every night. Do you think all men cheat? Like, yes, I do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think all men cheat eventually. They might not cheat right away. They may not cheat for years or decades, but they might cheat eventually. That's all I'm saying. I don't think like a lot of women think, oh, when I'm young and we're in this relationship, is he gonna go out and cheat on me? And women are so worried about all this. You should be worried when you old and he still look young and you up there in age in your knitting class. That's when he gonna start cheating. Mostly, if he's been a good husband, he's gonna start cheating when you start looking like the Golden Girls. Okay, there you go. Most men who don't cheat and be good their whole life and their whole marriage, they start cheating when you start getting that hairdo like the Golden Girls. When when you start wearing sweaters and slacks and knitting in your knitting class, that's when they start looking at the youngsters. You the Golden Girl wife. So just know that. And I think by that time, most of them old women don't care anyway, unless you know. Oh God, that's why I read Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thanks for free knowledge. Sprinkle Sprinkle, girl. You and your PJs chilling, girl. It's Sprinkle Sprinkle. What's wrong with corners of your mouth? Nothing, girl. This is how I express myself. I'm not trying. Okay, would y'all like me to be fake? This is me, baby. This is the genuine article. If you would like me to be fake and record and edit, that's great. But y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get. The corners of my mouth are expression. They ain't got no Botox in it. They move. They curl like the Grinch. And if you don't like it, go find somebody with some Botox, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Give us a fake impression. So today, ladies, we're going to be learning about how to be extra feminine and doing this and doing that. Girl, we're going to learn how to get them pockets. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Fake take too long, baby. Get to the point. You ever been talking to someone and they start to tell this long, boring story and you like, shut up and get to the point? I get to the point quick. If I have facial expressions because I don't have Botox all over through. Okay, it's just that natural, good old 100%. Okay, my face moves, baby. It's okay. I hate small talk. I get straight to the point, darling. And it's okay because my mouth is gonna do what it do. All right. Um, the corners of her mouth keep her paid. Yeah, I talk a lot, baby. If you talk for 8 hours straight, 4 hours straight on a live video every day, your mouth gonna be doing some stuff too. All right. Would you what should you respond after you asked for Christmas gifts to men and they say, "What are you gonna give me?" Girl, tell them you have to give you're gonna give them something very special. Then go get them a gift basket from the Dollar Tree with all their favorites. Get them some candy, some socks. All right. Do you think men hair length is fine or men prefer longer hair? Oh, do I think men? I don't, it just depends on the man, I guess. I mean, most men like hair that's, that can dangle and move. All right. I have always felt like people cheat. I never felt like only men cheat. I got over that fear a long time ago. People will be people. Case closed. Exactly. If he cheating on his bag, okay. But if he cheating on your bag, oh hell no. You're going to write a book, Recovery After a Dusty. Oh my goodness. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's gonna be funny. Your friend thinks that too. She don't even care if her husband cheats because you can't stop anybody from doing what they're gonna do. The only thing that you're gonna do is worry yourself about something you can't control. And if you worried that much, you need to go ahead and go do what you gotta do as well, so that your worry can be less. Okay. You got aversion to intimacy. How do I win at this game without ever sleeping with anyone? Tell them you're gonna sleep with them and lie. All right. Lie, tell them they finna get some and don't ever give it to them. But get what you need to get first. Is it normal for men to ask for sex early, like on the third date? It's very normal because they think that they deserve it. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. But that doesn't mean you need to give it up if that's not what you want to do. Okay. If you're not benefiting from it either, then you don't get it. Then you don't give it up. A guy I'm dating accuses me of thinking all he wants is sex. I don't think this. I know it. How should I respond? Does he have money? Is there any type of money involved? Because if it is, then you need to flip the script on him. So, for example, if he has money, then you just say, you know what? There's nothing more I want to do with you than have sex. That's not it. But I need to feel safe, protected, and secure before I open up myself up to you like that. And that means I need to see if you're going to stick around, which means you need to invest in me. I don't just open my I need, yeah, basically I need. So you flip the script and make him think you want it even more, but you scared and you want him to invest in you and you want to feel secure, like he ain't going nowhere. And once he spent all that money, he ain't going nowhere because he invested in you. You know, if he hit it and quit because you benefiting with money. Okay, so flip it. Um, After the second date, should I contact him? No, don't ever contact him if he ain't trying to contact you. Then move on to the next baby. If he wants you, he's gonna be calling. All right. Give him a while. Give him about a week. If he don't contact you, keep it. I say a week because he might be trying to play hard to get. See if you won't chase. See what kind of woman you are. Let him know that you ain't that type of woman. You don't chase. You in your feminine energy. If he wants you, he need to be in his masculine energy and just let it be. If he didn't like you and he found somebody else, then great. Nobody's wasting their time. Oh, Star Ruby Sprinkle Sprinkle. Remember in the house after the second date, should I contact? Oh no, don't contact the baby unless y'all had already planned to do something else and you're just trying to see, the dates and things like that. Unless he asked you a question and you're answering it or something like that. But don't respond like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, unless you don't care. Like if you ain't seriously trying to date him, who cares? If he's like a whatever type, expendable. What can Do I act like nothing is wrong when husband acting weird with me from a petty argument? Girl, ignore. Y'all have to realize that. Y'all are married. The only way for him to get rid of you is to pay. Ignore. Do what you want. You're married now. You don't have to care anymore. Like whatever. Go do all the stuff you can't do when y'all are talking. Go have spa day. Go take a bubble bath. Go not have to cook or do anything, that you normally do. Take your break, girl. Let that argument ride itself out so you get all this free time to go do what you want. You know, then he'll start making up with you quick, fast, and in a hurry. If he knows that if he mess up and he arguing, nothing gets done. So you don't talk to him, don't look at him, don't do nothing with him. Be mad as long as you can. That's your time. Use all of this to your advantage. If he picks a stupid argument, ride that stuff out until he come bearing gifts. Okay? Don't feel like you're the one that has to make up with him. Don't feel like you're in the wrong. Feel like you don't care if he wants to ever talk to you again. If he wants you to start acting normal again, he better come bearing gifts or apologies or both. But it's never your fault. Always take your free time and go do what you want. That's how you teach them. That's how you train them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What is this, Golden Girls? Okay, there's a show about old ladies called Golden Girls. It's old when you look old. Just go Google it, baby. Why This is why we have to have our own identity and things we love before marriage. Exactly. If your husband is your life, then you ain't got no life. Okay, because he got a life in his own life. Are you his life? Okay, you dating someone who is rich, but you live alone in a not so nice neighborhood, even though you're feminine and really pretty. He said he doesn't care about that, but I'm insecure about showing him where. Then make that an excuse. Like, I don't want to show you where I live. I'd be more comfortable if we went and looked at apartments and I moved, and then maybe you could come over. That way he gonna put the down payment, help you pay on the rent and whatnot. Just tell him you are so uncomfortable. And then He'll put that money on that new place, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Jasmine, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks, Shira. My mom didn't teach me about men. Okay, well, maybe she didn't know. You know, some women go through a lifetime without knowing how to deal with men. I'm glad I can help y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do rich men care about you having money? If they're newly rich and they are lose their money by spending on you, they're going to be more concerned about your money. Um, but if they're just rich and can't spend all their money, if they try, they really don't care. As long as they can live the life that they want, and if they like you, to have you in it with them. Yeah. Only newly rich men or men that worry about their money coming in um, will be worried about your money. But when you find a man that knows how to make money, is not concerned with your little money, then yes, you're good. So your old money don't care how poor you are. Hmm. Okay. Is 41 too young? Yes. It's too young if you want a 100% provider. Because think about this. If he's 41, can he pay his bills and your bills and still have money to go do fun things, date, da, 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 da? If y'all move in together, he'll pay all the bills. Do you still have to work to have the lifestyle that you want? You know? So whatever his profession is, look up the average amount of money that he makes and ask yourself, is that going to be enough for you to be provided for? I'm trying to shop. Do you think dressing preppy or old money at 28 is doing too good? I think dressing preppy or old money is cute. But when you want to be free and dress younger, like when you're going out with your girls or whatever, and you're not looking to, like, draw the attention of a wealthy man or a man that likes that type of dress, then dress how you want. That's the beauty about being a woman. We can shape shift. Y'all see my ratchet attire? Y'all see me look classy. Y'all see me look feminine and elegant. Y'all see me look very casual. Y'all see me look dirty. Y'all see me looking crazy. Shape shift into whatever you want when you need to. So you don't have to look a certain way every day. You can look one way this today and a totally opposite the next day. It's up to you. You're a woman. That's your power. Okay. So, for example, if I put on my ratchet attire, that blue wig or that pink wig, and all that makeup and the lashes, and have the long nails and colorful outfits, and you know, jewelry galore, and I went out. Then I went out looking like this the next day. You wouldn't even know I was the same person. Okay. So go do what you want. Be who you want to be when you need to be that person. If you're trying to attract a certain look, a certain type of person, then throw that look on. The real you, whatever look you're most comfortable with, that's probably who you're going to attract the most if that's how you look the most. Okay. Should you let him know you're rotationally dating? Yeah, and also give him your pin code to your card. Tell him where you live. Tell him when you ain't gonna be home. Tell him all the stuff that none of his business. Yeah, tell him all of that. Tell him everything. Tell him everything that's none of his business. Mm, yeah, don't tell him. Why would you tell him that? He knows you're rotationally dating. If you say it out loud, it makes you seem like he's not worthy and he's just one of the many. If you save his pride and ego by not telling him, because he already knows, it means you're considerate of his feelings and he can compete by not knowing that he has competition. because everything he does after that, you tell him, looks like he's only doing it to compete. It doesn't look like it's genuine at all. So you're going to help yourself by not telling him. Exactly. So, like, if a man told you that everything you do thereafter is competition to those other women, and he's not going to even take it seriously, and you're not going to take it seriously, you're not going to feel like this is you. Like, this is not what I would normally be doing if I was dating a man who wasn't rotationally dating. I'm not going to try to be extra. I'm not going to be Misha for you. Okay? You're not going to be pick Misha because he's rotationally dating. This is what you get. If you don't like it, then rotate. So don't tell a man you're rotationally dating, just like you wouldn't want him to tell you that. Let his approach be genuine, if anything. I feel like men know if you don't run after them that you have other options. Exactly. You don't have to tell them anything. They can figure it out. If you look good, then they already know that you got them options, okay? It starts to act like you're interested or like, it's like no big deal to you. But if it grosses you out, then fake it. Like, be like, you know what? That's so interesting. I really can't wait to, explore that part of the relationship. But first, I need to know that you're into me. If they start talking about it too soon, dismiss it in a way that they don't think that you're not going to give it to them. Make it seem like you can't wait to give it to them, but they need to pass on the obstacle course first. Just, pay them bills, be reliable, make sure, all of that. So don't dismiss it and think, oh, gross. It's like, I can't wait to get to that part too, but I'm gonna need you to do this first. And things may not work out to get to that point. It just may not be a match, but at least you got all your stuff done. Okay, when one has kids, you think it's okay to allow that guy to know where you live if he's going to be paying the down payment and or rent. Well, they do have what they call, you know, um, alarms that you could set with your own code. They got weapons you can keep. So if you ever feel like that you don't feel safe by him knowing where you live, there's dogs you can get. There's gates, burglar bars. Oh, I don't know. I don't suggest burglar bars. Cameras and all that kind of stuff that you could have installed. I think you're good. hmm Catching feelings is what dusties and non-dusties depend on that way to manipulate you. Exactly. If you don't catch feelings easily, men can manipulate all they want, but it won't work on you if you don't really feel it. If you like them, they may play on that, but when you have standards and you like them, if they don't meet those standards, eventually you're going to lose interest. Okay. What if a man ghosts you because you ask for money or gifts too quickly? Um, then they weren't super into you and they could live without you. You aren't their super prize. Like, honestly, if a man was thinking he was dreaming, and I said this on my one of my videos, if a man doesn't think he's dreaming while he's with you, that means he's probably not going to give you money right away. If a man thinks, oh my God, this must be a dream, I can't believe I'm with this lady, and this lady asks you for money or a gift, you're going to go scramble and you're going to get to that ATM. Okay. But if that's not the woman of your dreams and you can get another one and this, and that, it may be offensive if you are not, it may be offensive if she asks too soon. It may be offensive. But at the same time, she's used to getting what she wants and she's usually used to dealing with certain types of men. Or if you're not, then if you're not dealing with certain types of men, or you're not used to it, you want to be used to it. And so those are your standards. You know what I'm saying? So it's not your problem that they're offended, it's their problem. Okay. So, for example, if I asked somebody for some money and they didn't give it to me and they said that they were offended, I would be like, oh, well, stay offended. I'm still going to get mine somewhere, you know, because, or, sometimes it's not about the gift or the money. It's about how much do you like me? A lot of men don't realize this. It's not because like you can probably buy your own stuff, get it from somebody else, right? But it's not about if you're going to give me this. It's how much do you like me? That's it. What will you do for me? If I need you, how fast will you come through? You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes women just want to see if you're a provider, if you like them, if they're wasting time. You know, if you don't like them enough, then a lot of times women don't want a man who don't like them that much. And I always say, date a man or deal with a man who likes you way. If they don't like you way more, then you're wasting time. If that's what you want, if that is your standard, you date a man they gotta like you way more. If that's your standard, then you can't deal with men who are offended by your standards or what you want. Just keep that in mind. Our standards may not be the same standards as the next woman. Our standards may not make sense to some people, but they make sense to us individually. And we are creating our own individual experience in life. And what we accept is what we want. What we don't accept is what we don't want. That's it. When he likes you way more, he sees you as the prize. Exactly. If you don't see me as the prize, we don't need to be talking no more. Period. All right. How do you not catch feelings? You don't catch feelings by having a purpose of dating. That man has a purpose. His purpose to provide, protect. He do that well. He do that good enough. You might start feeling something. Okay. Women are not attracted naturally to old wrinkly men. They're not. They're attracted to old wrinkly cash or fresh cash from the ATM. And you get old wrinkly men. So instead of seeing the old wrinkly man, they see the old wrinkly cash or the fresh cash from the ATM. Sometimes men be having them old dollar bills wound up and them old money clips or them rubber bands with the old faces on them, stashed somewhere. But they might just have it in the bank. And you keep your little ATM card. You might get the fresh bills and a new face. Okay. But honestly, women aren't attracted to old wrinkly men. They're attracted to their money, what they can do for them, their benefits, their security, their foundation, that AARP, what they can do for their future generations, that land, that deed, that car note, that title. That's what they're attracted to. Okay? Wealth, money, security, stability. I'm more attracted to that than a six pack. And these men aren't naturally attracted to masculine women either. They're attracted to how they can build them, how they can pay half them bills so they can go out and cheat. Most men are not attracted to masculine women either, or pygmies, but they go in for it so they can say they little money, only pay a little bit of the rent, and act like they got their own place so they can play video games in peace without having to worry about the rent or making life changing decisions at the gas station where they can fill up or eat that evening. Oh no, Pick Misha got that. Okay. Most men aren't attracted to masculine women, but they put up with you to get what they want until they find someone that they are attracted to or that can do whatever they want to do. Okay. Because your little self, who got the six pack and young, don't have no great ideas to get this money quick and actually value a woman for what she's worth in order to become a provider and protect. She gotta go date older men, just like you gotta go date masculine women because you ain't strong enough or masculine enough or paid enough at that point to provide her needs. So therefore, this is why most women usually like to date older and men like to date younger or not their type until they get to a certain age where they can afford their type. So a broke man will date somebody who ain't they type, who they not even attracted to, just for some food and shelter, and so that they can get their own gas or borrow somebody's car, knowing that is not your type. I see it everywhere. Just like y'all see women with old men everywhere. I see women taking a man out to eat. The man way more attractive. The woman, she paying, but she just so happy to have her man. And he embarrassed to be there, but he decked out in all his nice clothes, his new Jordans, his fly gear or whatnot. He eating good in the neighborhood. But you won't see him open the door for Pygmalion. You won't see him pay the bill for Pygmalion. You won't see him hold a Pygmalion hand unless you grab it and yank it. You won't see him walking side by side with his arm around Pygmalion. He gonna look like he walking ahead to look like he ain't with Pygmalion. When you see that, you already know. But see, a woman is different. She'll walk with an old man because everybody that see her knows she ain't got to work. She probably drive a nice car. She, it's a little bit different. He got money, land, property, or something. So he got, he's paid if she with him, which means she's going on vacation, she living a life, whatever. But it's the opposite when you see a broke man with a pygmalion. She probably tell him what to do. She hide the keys. They her keys when he acting wrong. He got to go to his mama house when he misbehave. He ain't got nowhere to live. If he start trying to get possessive, he can't talk back or he gonna be homeless that night. Okay, so it's a little bit different. All right, so this is why a lot of women don't respect Dusties because they already know the type of women that you can get is the type of women you don't want. Do you think if I hadn't asked too quickly, he would have eventually been generous with me? I don't care. You know what? Time is money, baby. He might have been generous in 5 years from now. Did you want to see how he reacts to you in 5 years, or do you need to know now? Some people need to know now. Like honestly, I don't like to waste time. So, for example, if in 5 years from now, in 2 months from now, if he got to figure out if he really likes you more or not, he don't like you more. He need to know from get go. There's a saying: a man know if he want a woman from the get go. Period. Period. That's it. A man already knows if he wants you from the start. So I can't let her get out of my life. I can't let her go. What is it going to take? That's the kind of man I want. I don't want no, let me think about it. I need to know now. And because I need that reaction. Otherwise, what's next? If I ask you for something, you gonna procrastinate on it? You ain't gonna jump and move? I like action, baby. So I think people need to understand that about certain women. We like action. We need to know you like us more. We need to know you're gonna do what it takes. Otherwise, next. If you still worried about that, if you feel like you went too fast, you're not the prize, baby. If you feel like you asked too soon, you're not the prize. If you like this is just my mentality. You may feel another way. This may be new to you. I'm older. I know what I like, I know what I don't like. If you're still young and you're trying to figure that out, then understand that you might have moved too fast because you don't know your value. I know my value. So if I were to ask somebody to do something for me and they don't do it, that just means they don't feel that way about me and that I no longer need to waste time in that area. Okay? There's no hard feelings. You know, wasting time is not something that people should do on a regular. Hmm. One man's let me think about it is another man's Mrs. Right. Exactly. You gonna think about it while I'm thinking about something else with somebody else. How you doing? Hmm. How do you maintain goddess energy during the initial stages of going out with a guy who works a lot and has a busy schedule? How to make this work in your favor? I want to keep him as an option. Um, so he's going to be a part-time boyfriend because he works a lot. Okay. So therefore he has to do way more because he needs to he needs to compensate for the small amount of time that he has with you. So he need to go hard or go home. That's how we deal with it. The little time we have, you need to make a big impact. What if you fall for them? They had to have fallen for me first. Okay. If a guy is too busy, don't waste your time. Okay. As soon as they said, "Let me think," I'm texting another one. Exactly. Would a man try to break a goddess automatically, or will they know they can't? They wouldn't be able to because she would understand and see what he's trying to do from the start, and she wouldn't deal with it. It's like, oh, okay, one of these dismissed. A man can't break a goddess because she doesn't see him as an equal. Hmm. Okay. You said you wish you was unbothered. Hmm. The younger you adopt this thinking, the better off you will be. Exactly. If all women thought this way, men wouldn't hesitate. They wouldn't waste time. They would know what the prize was and they would act accordingly. But y'all got some of these women over here trying to pay their bills, trying to chase behind men, trying to do this, trying to do that. This is why they're confused because there's too many masculine women out here too desperate to claim that they got a man that don't even want them. Now, listen to me, pick niches, if y'all are out here. If you that desperate to claim a man who don't even want you and are willing to pay for it, something is wrong with you. Okay? Take all that money you was gonna put into Dusty and put it into yourself. Go level up. Go do something. You know, stop spending it on them. They don't even want you. If they walk two steps behind you, three steps ahead of you, they don't want you. If you out in public, they won't hold your hand and they don't want to be seen in public with you and they walk way ahead and they always got an attitude, they don't want you. They're just using you for your money, baby, or your credit, or your shelter. If they don't hop up and get up to please you and impress you, they don't want you. Okay? Could they change? If you change, they will change. If you change and start dating other men and they on the verge of being homeless and them other men paying your bills, they might get up and go try to get them a little job, drive through job. I don't know. But I'm not finna wait on nobody to change. If I change, it's too late. Uh-oh, Sean, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you gotta change as a woman, it's too late for the man. You done already switched gears. Oh, God, it's wild red sprinkle sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go on a date with this guy I already said yes to. How do I cancel nicely? Benefit from it. Tell him you can't go on the date unless you with this much money to get out of a certain situation. I'll make it up. I need to work and I really need the money for tonight um, in order to make my bills. Unless, I can come up with a way to earn this much money, then I'm so sorry I can't go out with you tonight. If they don't offer to pay your wage in order for you to cancel work, then they don't really want to date you. So, for example, if you have to make $200 today, or else you can't make your rent, and you have scheduled a date, and then you're calling to cancel because you want to pick up some extra hours for work because you had an unexpected expense, and unless you can come up with $200, you're not going to be able to make the date. If he don't say I'm gonna give you the money, then don't ever call him back. He's over. Bye. $200 ain't nothing. Just see what he gonna do. And if you don't want to go on the date, then make it 400. If you think he's gonna give it to you, there you go. He said, but it's the first date, but you don't want to go. So what does it matter? You don't want to go to the date, so what does it matter? Name your price. Make it worth your while if you do go. I mean, you might not want to go on the date, but if you got $200 wait, you might get up. Okay. Might be worth your while. So 400, it might, you might dress up. All right, I gotta go, y'all. But sprinkle, sprinkle. A man can't break a goddess, not even if he tried. Remember, you a goddess, he a man. You said narcs always walk ahead or behind you, no matter what. I wouldn't call them narcs. They just don't want to be with you, and they using you. That's not a narc. That's just common sense. Like honestly, so many people will label you a narcissist, but you paying their bills, but you going 50-50, but you they ride or die. That's not a narc. That's that's them taking advantage of you, baby. That's not a narc. That's I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get what she gonna give me. So many people want to play the victim so bad. You play the victim when you offer to pay for anything as a woman to a grown man. That's when you become the victim. As soon as you say, "Let me get that, I'll pay," then you allow them to treat you like that. Then you start seeing them as the prize, and they start acting like the woman. So if you want to avoid narcs, as you say, stop paying. If you want to avoid narcs, date somebody that can benefit you. Because a lot of the definitions that y'all are using as narcs are just people that don't really want to be with you, but they just there for your shelter, your food, your 50%. You know, remember, they need to want to be there and benefit you while they're there. If not, then they see you desperate as needing a man, and they will take advantage of that desperation. If a guy's being nice in the beginning and then they ignore you, how do you deal with it? Ignore them back. Okay. Be the mirror that they forgot you were. Okay. If you ignore me, I must not be that special. And if I ain't that special, keep it moving. I'm number one, the only one. What Beyonce say? I'm number one, the only one. Category. Bad. Be. You know what I'm saying? If they don't feel that way about you, let them move on. Don't waste your time. Why are you sitting there worried about it? That's like pulling up to the gas station and they out of Supreme and you mad. Go to another gas station. What you doing? You ain't gonna put regular or whatever the cheap one is, in your nice car. You ain't finna do that. So don't do it with men. That alien superstar. That's right. Okay. Don't do it with men. They can't. If they can't do it, move along. If you don't see me how I see me, then you don't see me. That's Goddess mind. Goddess mind. You don't see me how I see me. You don't see me. One of one. The only one. Exactly. If you're not mesmerized, then keep it moving. You said get a therapist, y'all. We are hymens after all. You said get a therapist. We are our own therapists over here. You feel too classy for this world. Forever, I'm that girl. Feed you down. Yeah, exactly. See, Beyonce knows. I think all men have crushes on other women. That what are you jealous about? Does he hook you up less than the others? Hmm. Hmm. This is just the mentality that women need to have, and you'll see the difference that it makes in your life. Okay, that's all. Just try for a week. Try to be a goddess for a week. Think like a goddess for a week and see how your life changes for the better. Okay, deal with men as if you're a goddess, and if they don't recognize, keep it moving. The one that recognizes, the ones that recognize you, you will you will benefit from them. Okay, just know that. Know that the ones who recognize you, know how to treat you, they will benefit you always. The ones that don't, the ones that ask questions, the one who are in their feminine energy, the one that think they're the prize, they're too busy trying to be you. Okay, which they can never be. Just remember that. All right, I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.